All right, today's guest, I got one of my good friends. We went to college together. He's a young up and coming rapper in LA. His name's Yanks. Yanks, what's good, brother? How are you?
Good, Taylor.
How
Nice
we
to talk
doing,
to you.
dude?
I'm doing
You're the
good.
man.
No, you're the man, bro. You already know I've been following you, loving your podcast, loving the stuff that you've done, interviewing major league players, doing your thing, man. It's cool, man, to see you in the streets, bro.
Thanks, brother. I
Whoa.
appreciate it. So, let's
It's
before
good
we get
talking to
into it, I want to know what is up with you right now in 2020. On what's today? June 17th. What is the new shit you've been doing?
you. Well, constantly always working on music. I'm in LA right now, currently with my girlfriend. We actually live in Harlem, New York, but we're taking a little time right now off just because of the pandemic and everything that was going on. We decided to just come out here and see family. But I got my equipment with me and I'm working, man. Just working on new music. Got a new song dropping in a few weeks.
That's what I'm
New
saying.
videos. I'm coming out with a project, a little summer project. Yeah, man. In the midst of everything that's going on right now, I realize that my place and my stake in the world is just keep putting out music and keep hustling because that's what I do and that's my contribution. So just like you and your podcasting and keeping up with sports, like those are your contributions. And I'm sure that you talk about an array of things when you're doing these. So
Yeah, no, I get it. And even during this time when we do have kind of time off, we're not really working. I mean, people are working, but a lot of people in the United States don't have jobs, but people are taking advantage of the time that they're sitting at home and putting out good content or picking up new hobbies or whatever. But
yeah.
the story between you and I, we met in college together, what people might not know. We went to college together. I think I really didn't start like knowing, like I knew, it's funny, I knew who you were by stories around campus.
That sounds so bad.
No, 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 no. It's good stories. Like, yo, Yanks is the vibe. Like, he's mad chill. He's a great guy. Yeah, you want to be friends with him. And I think we started being friends, I think like in like junior year, I want to say, maybe sophomore year. And we would just be very good acquaintances. And then like I think senior year, we got pretty close. And
Yeah.
I respect what I respect about you is the hustle. And that's what I would love to know about how hard it is as a young guy like yourself in this industry trying to get through the grinding stages, the early tough stages
Yeah.
of trying to get your name out there.
Yeah. Well, the market's very saturated right now, bro. Everybody and their mama, including their dog, want to be a rapper. So it's kind of like, damn, how do you push through all the smoke and really become visible? And I think really, dude, it's just been the team around me and the people that I've worked with that have helped me, push my ideas to the forefront, help me get into avenues and network and just get into places where maybe I shouldn't be. And it's just the power of not stopping at a no, A lot of people are going to tell you no, you're going to get rejected a lot. And I feel like that's parallel to any industry. I'm sure your come up is the same. You got to grind to where you get. No one's going to get to where they go. I mean, some people do, but you still have to grind. Some people may get handouts, but most of us are grinding, bro. No matter what it is, no matter what we're doing, we're all hustling. We're all trying to, stay up on the industry standard or whatever, or stay up to date with books and all that stuff. I research a lot. I follow a lot of other artists, just seeing what they're doing, but seeing how I can do it my own way. I don't like to be a follower because that's not going to really get you anywhere. Besides where that next person is, but yeah, man, I think I just keep my head down and do what I do and have a good team and hustle, bro.
No, I totally agree because I kind of have that same attitude as well. It's like, I've gotten so many fucking no's, dude. So many people are saying like, dude, you know what? Maybe you should just pack it up. Just go get a regular job and do your thing. Like, no, like I'm already this far. Like I've already put so many time and hours and money and stress and crying, all that bullshit. Why stop when I'm like I feel like I'm that close, And
Because you are
what
that close, dude.
right. Well, I mean, we both are. We're both that close. It's all you need is what I always tell myself, all you need is one yes.
Oh yeah, that one yes that can just boom
Right.
catapult you, man. And once you have that platform and once you have that leverage, like I think we're both smart enough to take advantage of that, and not let it slip between our fingers. So
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
said something pretty interesting. You said industry standard is like I'm still learning. I'm trying to get myself in a lot of different areas and kind of like learning certain industries. And sometimes the music industry, maybe sports industry or media kind of like interlock and kind of certain aspects meet each
Oh yeah.
other.
Oh yeah. They definitely always will. Yep.
And when you say industry standard, you're saying mostly about how rap music is now, or it's like the mumble rap, or if it's like not really like lyrical, it's kind of like just like the beats and stuff like that. Is that something that kind of pisses you off that a lot of people are going that way and getting the fame and the attention and the money and the success? Is that maybe also, I don't know, this is a two-part question. Is that something you maybe want to like venture out to at all or no?
That's a great question. I don't mind it because I like all rap. You know, I'm not one of these people out here that's like, man, I'm only gonna fuck with this. Like, nah, I like it all. If it's bumping, it's cool. If this person gets on, it's cool. Sometimes it's frustrating for me on my competitive side when I'm like, damn, I can do it all. I can make that bumpy, mumbly, whatever. I can never consider myself a mumble rapper, but I can make some bump shit. A lot of people even know me for that, which is ironic. But I think I concentrate more on, you know, shit that really matters and feels good to people and shit that can relate to their story. And I think that process and that material takes a little bit longer to matriculate to the masses, but at the same time, once it hits, it hits. And so
Mm.
I don't mind taking my time and going through the process. I've been doing it for 5 years. And like you said, it's like we've come to the point where we are now. Why should I stop? So to answer your second part is no, I don't see myself venturing into that, but I always see myself dabbling in it, you know, just because it's fun. It's cool, it's fun, bro. It's it. It's not necessarily me, but it's not, you know, bad. That's how I look at it. So
Yeah, because I think nowadays you have to adapt, unfortunately, adapt to what is popular. You might not like it, but you might have to adapt to it just a little bit to say, like, okay, so he can do what's popular, but let's see if he's so creative and people we've heard he's creative. Let's see if he can do the things that he's says he's that good at. Because we already know what like we already know what's popular. He can do that, but let's see if he can do some more. And I
yeah,
feel like from the music I've listened to from you, you can kind of jump from all that different angles. I mean,
yeah.
what I read the article from Respect Magazine from with you in it.
Oh
First of
yeah,
all,
way
first
back, yeah.
2016, first question with that. When you saw that article go out as a young, this is college. Like we're in college, it's senior year.
Yeah, yeah.
How excited were you when you saw that?
Well, I remember I got plugged for that. So one of my boys in Rye, actually, my boy Rob, that was his boy Ben Dykesler. Shout out my boy Ben Dykesler, who was working at Respect Mag at the time, and he really has always supported my music. And he was like, "Yo, I love this new song that you got out, Cautious. Like, let me figure out if I can get this a write up for you." And when he got that out, I was like, "Damn! Like, people are really vibing. Like, they really vibing with the music." Because I think me, I just fell into music. I didn't really
Right.
plan on doing music ever in my life. So for people
Oh,
to
really?
actually gravitate to it and actually fuck with it and want to support it and want to spread it, that shit meant the world to me, bro. And you know, it still means the world to me to this day. If anyone supports, whether I don't care what it is, you know, if somebody
Mhm.
hits me up and well, even this right now, bro, this means a lot to me because it's not like, you know, as an artist, you get to do this every day and talk, you know, and people who want to give you a space to speak and talk about your music or spread your message. I think that shit's awesome, bro.
No, I'll you know, whenever you want to come on, of course, you know, and if it's music, if it's sports, if it's just shooting the shit, I'm always down. And I want to listen. I want to read one quote from this article that
Okay.
I think is absolutely like pin perfect what your music's about. The sentence is with the kind of music that makes you want to put your seat back, pick your blunt up, and cruise down the coast 2 miles per hour at 2 a.m. Poppy brings some of the smoothest verses you've heard in a minute. His positive, feel good flow can be only described as wavy, and his overreaching message of love and respect separates him from the pack. What does that mean to you?
Man, that's deep. Man, I don't even, man, you bringing me back. God damn. Yeah, you know what's crazy? I just met up my homie Roach yesterday. We had connected on the gram. We had never met in person. I went to his studio yesterday, and ironically, he told me like, bro, when I listen to your music, man, I just want to be on PCH, blazing a little bit, just driving and cruising, bro, because you just got that, you just got that flow, and that means a lot, man. I make my music for people to feel something. If that's how it makes you feel, that's one of my favorite things to do, bro. Be a little blazy, cruising. I, man, that's a good life right there. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
no, that
mean,
means a lot. And I think, sorry,
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I think it was. I think that really describes probably my. Yeah, I think that my whole persona as an artist, or if I wanted to embody something, it'd definitely be there. New, energetic, quirky flows, always feeling wavy, sounding wavy, PCH cruising. Like that's my thing, bro. That's what I like. That's what I like people to feel. So no, I love that a lot.
No, it really is this like really laid back vibe. And is that something you've always wanted to, when you started making music, is that was something you always wanted to kind of go down on that path, or do you want to make it like, or was it like some YG shit where it's like super hardcore and yelling at you basically, or
Yeah.
is it the sound of the vibe you're kind of doing now?
No, but honestly, I always tried to incorporate my New York side and my Cali side because I've been bi-coastal since I was born. So I never wanted to pigeonhole myself. Excuse me. I never wanted to pigeonhole myself, but I also knew I always wanted to implement certain things from both cultures, and on that West Side tip, of course, it's the cruising stuff, it's the laid back stuff, the respect, In New York, you get that like gritty, that grind, that
Hardcore, yeah.
hardcore. So I always like to incorporate that. Me, like growing up, large portion in Cali, I think that just naturally comes out in my personality.
No, I think so too. You can definitely see it. And I've noticed with your music videos, you can
Mm,
kind of exactly see that chilling, cruising vibe. There's two music videos in particular that I would like to talk about. It's Infinity, that one. It's so cool because the camera's in your face the entire time and how you're moving, and you kind of move your arm and it goes into the next scene. And it kind of
yeah,
it's very quick, but it's super creative. With
yeah.
that one, where was the idea with that? And did you take
Uh,
some like I guess like
so
ideas and creativity from maybe Purchase? Did they give you like did you learn anything from the music video aspect of any sort of creativity like that?
yeah, actually, in Purchase, I only shot two videos, and I was involved in it, but the guys who shot it, my homie Jeff Samuel and David Zhang, they were more, this is what we want to do, blah blah. So I was kind of just following their lead. But with like Infinity, I was definitely more versed now, knew kind of what I wanted to do. And my homie Etienne, it's called a snow cam. I think it's called snow cam, and it sticks to your body. A snorri
Right.
cam, that's what it's called, a snorri cam, and it sticks to your body. And he was like, "Yeah, dude, I just want to do something with a snorri cam." And I was like, "All right, how can we do something with that but make it enticing?" And I was like, "Look, I want to start wearing all Hawaiian shirts, bro. That's kind of just what I want to do. Why don't we just go to different parts of LA, wear different Hawaiian shirts, and just make it fun? Not worry about anything. It's not like I'm working on big ass budgets, so we just make it work."
Right.
And it turned great, bro. And he really did a great job editing. That dude's a beast.
No,
So
it came out
yeah,
great. Do you think, before we go on to the next question, do you think you can move away from the window because it's getting some weird ass glitchy shit? Just like move your body and camera away from the window?
it's better.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, I see it glitching. Yeah, I'm starting to see it. Hold on, maybe five.
yeah, that green wall, it wasn't as bad as before.
Is it still the same?
A little bit better. tiny bit. It's just that back window.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna put it on mute or yeah,
No,
whatever.
no,
You're just
we're
gonna hear
gonna keep going. No, this isn't
yeah,
gonna edit out. Come on, this
yeah.
is what happens with the grind. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go to the front room.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, this is how the podcast goes. I mean, there was one interview I did with a baseball player, Jim Larratt's, and his wife comes in the background like 3 or 4 times and like forgets that there's an interview going on.
Is this better though? Why is it still doing that?
I don't know. For the
Hold
people
on.
listening at home, not watching, there's like his like green screen like glitch is going on. I think is that better? I think it might be better. It's like a glitch, and you can see it.
Yeah, and I started seeing it. It's like it goes see through to my body.
Yeah,
It's so
I
bizarre.
think if you don't move, it looks great right now.
Okay,
It looks perfect.
not moving.
Lit. All right, cool. All right, back to the interview. Yeah. So, but the one video that, of course, is again a ton of traction was killing me. 35,000 views.
Yeah.
That's for a young guy like yourself, and you see 35,000. I mean, that's got to be super motivational for you to like, holy shit! Like,
Yeah.
for on, why is this getting so much traction than my other videos? And two, can this keep going?
Yeah, I mean that was a trip. I was definitely not expecting that. And it was also a trip because my best friend Stephen Campbell, you may have known him. He went to Purchase
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah. That was his first video he ever shot.
Get out.
Yo, he was like, yo, I'm ready to shoot videos, bro. Trust me, like boom, boom. First video he ever shot, ever edited, and for it to get 35,000 views, I think it really tripped him out.
Yeah, I'm sure it tripped you out.
Yeah, it definitely tripped me out too, man, because I was like, I just, we weren't expecting it. But it's so crazy how things can fluctuate because we drop another video and boom, nothing, it just doesn't circulate as much. And it's like, damn, like, how do we recreate that? Like you're saying, like, what is the formula? And you realize there is no formula.
It's like a
Google,
weird algorithm that maybe
yeah.
YouTube has where I'm still trying to figure that shit out too. And it's so hard to
Mm-hmm.
keep that keep that consistent. I'm not getting what you're doing, but like I would like 500 views on like an interview I do, but it's so damn hard. I've gotten a couple in the 2000s or whatever, but the fact of the matter is it's that video blew up and you're like, can I recreate this 100,000 more times?
Yeah, seriously, dude. Wouldn't that be awesome, right?
It would be sick.
That's just crazy, man. But like it's encouraging for you to keep going, even if it's not happening with the other videos. It's just like, hey, but it's happened before, So I know that it's possible. I know that it can happen again. So it's cool. It's an accomplishment, but like you said, you're trying to get it back and be consistent with that. And I know that both of us, bro, one day with the consistency, we'll get there. Just gotta stay
Wait,
consistent.
I can't wait. How do
Yeah.
you, as a young guy like yourself, when it comes to views or downloads or what have you, and you're not seeing the numbers, and how do you stay positive that it's going to get better? Because I've always said that, early on, when you're trying to make it, don't look at the views, do not look at the downloads, the listens. You're going to want to, because you'll be like, this one did really well, and these suck. And you're like, why? I don't get it. But how do you stay positive about that? It's hard.
It's definitely difficult, but I don't let that define me. A lot of people will let those things define them. And I just that will never define me. No matter if it was 10 million, it ain't gonna change who I am or what I do or the music I make. It's cool if people fuck with it, they fuck with it. If they don't, they don't, and that's just it is what it is. You're always gonna find a little disappointment because there's been plenty of songs that I'm like, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one, and it may never hit how you think, but it doesn't necessarily get me down. It just makes me want to keep going, fight harder.
And
Once
right,
you dig your nails deep into something, bro, it's hard to get yourself out.
right,
So,
right. I have a few more questions because I know you gotta run.
yeah, no worries.
So
Wait, but before we go, please let's talk a little bit about some sports, man. I
I
want to pick.
absolutely.
I would
Oh,
pick your brain.
all right, all right. So I'll do a couple more questions about music, and then I'll do a couple more about sports. So
Okay.
you a lot in the comment sections I've been reading in your YouTube videos, or if it's just in your Instagram or whatever, you're getting compared to voice wise by Kendrick Lamar, and I can hear it as well. What do you say about that? And do you agree with that?
Crazy. When my boy Roach yesterday, he did the same thing, but wasn't really trying to compare me. He was
Right,
like, "Yo, like, if I had to say you sound like anybody, it'd definitely be Kendrick." And that's one of my favorite rappers, if not
right.
my most favorite all time. So when I hear that, I'm like, cool, I'm on the right track. That's kind of how I look at it. I'm not one of these people that's like, yo, oh, you sound like this person, so blah blah blah. Like this shit
Yeah,
fucked up. No, no, I'm like, all right, cool. If I think I sound like a mega rapper,
one of the
no
best.
problemo. I'm good. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
right.
I'm going. Yeah, bro. That type of shit doesn't discourage. That shit encourages me.
No,
Honestly.
absolutely. If you
Yeah.
had to, if you can say, um, when it comes to hitting your goal, like your first big song, your first big track that gets you to the next level, who do you want? Who would you want to be featured on that song with?
Oh shit. Probably Kendrick Lamar. Shit.
That'd be fucking sick. Oh my
If,
god.
if that happened, but I think honestly, if that would happen, I wouldn't want any feature. I just want it to be me,
Which would be
my
you?
squad, and the people I've been rolling with, and that's it. And we make it happen for ourselves, and then maybe my next songs after that could have the feature that blows. But
I like it. I
yeah,
like
I
it.
just want it to be me because when I first started, I didn't want to ever do a feature because I always told myself if I'm doing features with people,
Hmm.
it's cool, but I feel like I have nothing to contribute. So why the hell am I featuring with you and I got to build myself up? That was kind of like my whole mantra. And this year really has finally been the time I've been doing features and on other people's stuff and collaborating more with artists, bro. It took me a long time to get there, but it's cool.
That's a good outlook though, because it's like if someone sees you like your second year in and and you have like Drake feature on your shit, and then like the rest of your music sucks without him. It's
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
like but I like your outlook though. Lastly, let's get into sports.
Yeah,
You
let's do it.
are a big Arizona Cardinal fan.
I am Red Sea,
How?
baby.
How the fuck are you a Cardinal fan who
Yeah.
grew up, who from LA, went to school in New York, still hangs out in New York, and you're an Arizona Cardinal fan? You got to explain that.
Everybody, first of all, always ask me how the fuck I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. Usually I start saying, no, your damn business. But how it really happened is I'm a big SC guy. Being
Mm,
out here in Cali, I shows up on SC rather than UCLA. And I was all through the Reggie Bush years, obviously, so were you. And so, when Leinart got drafted, I think he went, what, number two, or he was number two overall?
I don't know.
And,
Your best guess is mine.
I think he went number seven overall. Anyway, he got drafted to the Cardinals. And so I followed Bush to the Saints and Leinart to the Cards. And my dad's from Oceanside, San Diego County, and he's a huge Charger fan. So
Mm.
my whole family is really Charger fans, but I was never really vibing the Chargers. I don't know. Like I loved LT, and that was about it. I was just never a Charger fan, and I loved the liner, and so I said, I'm gonna rock with the Cards. When he was a flop, I just stayed with them. I was like, well, I need a team. I'm gonna just stay with the Cards. And
Okay.
I love Larry Fitz, bro. Larry Fitz my guy. So I just stayed with the Cards, man. Been through the ups and downs, but we back on the up.
You
Back
guys are
on the
back on the
up.
ups. Hey, Larry Fitz is, you can't get like a nicer human being than Larry Fitz. He's a Hall of Famer and like one of the nicest guys in the NFL, too.
I know, man. And he doesn't get enough credit for all these records that he holds behind Jerry Rice. He really
Right.
doesn't.
And he's playing on like, all right, sorry I'm saying this, but playing on some shit teams over his career.
Oh, yeah, for
And he doesn't
sure.
get, I mean, he's all on the West Coast, so he's not getting a ton of credit. You're right. But like people, if you're an NFL, like if you're a football purist, you understand I mean, he was in the top 10 decade, like all time team
all-time decade team. Like he's
Right.
real. He is real.
So for this
He's real.
2020 season, 2019 was a huge upgrade in coaching wise. They got their quarterback. The offense showed up pretty well, decently well from years past. But in 2020, it looks
Wait,
like
Taylor, I think you're breaking up a little bit.
no. Can you hear me? Can you hear me anymore? Yes, no. Hello. And here
Yeah.
comes the
Yeah, it
problems.
was. I can hear you. It was just breaking up just a tiny bit. You started getting into the new head coach, new wave, Arizona
Yeah,
Cardinals,
so they got the
and
new
it kind
head
of.
coach in 2019. They got the new head coach, the new quarterback. The offense played decently well from years past. The 2020 Cardinals could be a surprising team. How much are you looking forward to that 2020 season? And also, do you think they're actually going to go far?
I'm very much looking forward to the 2020 season if it starts.
Damn right.
And I do hope we make a playoff spot, but the one thing that they did, I mean, we picked up a lineman in the draft, but I don't think our line is still shored up, man. Kyler got dropped, I think, over 50 times last year.
I
I
fucked
mean,
up a lot.
it's ridiculous, bro. For a fast quarterback, for you to get dropped that many times, I mean, it was crazy. So I'm hoping that the O line is a little bit shored up, but our defense is looking crazy. Isaiah Simmons gonna be a savage. Chandler Jones, savage. Buda Baker, savage. Pat P, savage. So we gonna have our. That's why I think we're definitely. I hope we get 10 wins. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my like big dream is 10 wins. And I went to my first Cardinal game last year, so I'm trying to
Yeah,
go to another one this year. Yeah, I went to the opening day against Detroit.
that's sick. I mean, I worked for the Giants 2016, our senior year, and that was the last time the Giants were good. Last time they made the playoffs was that year.
Yeah.
You're lucky your Cardinals team's doing good. The Giants, on the other hand, they have a ton of issues. They have guys getting arrested, and I mean, their kicker yesterday, you got who I think it was a DUI and a hit and run. You got arrested yesterday. Yeah,
The kicker,
and he's a Pro Bowl kicker, Rosas. Like he's just good.
Rosa,
Yeah,
yeah,
see ya,
yeah.
you're done. But like they have the Saquon Barkley is the maybe the best running back in the game, so I'm happy with that. Daniel Jones, who I absolutely did not want to get drafted, and he proved a lot of people wrong. He still wasn't great, fumbled a fuck ton, but
Yeah, I
like
was about to say, what did he really prove people wrong?
he proved, I think, he proved me wrong in the sense that I thought he would just absolutely suck balls to start out, but like he did okay. But it's just we got the new coach Joe Judge, so the Giants hopefully they're on the up and up. But I can say this: the Cardinals might have themselves a surprising season. Let's hope so. Because I do like Kyler Murray. He's one
I
of
mean,
my
that's
boys.
but I hate it when it becomes like a topic that people keep reiterating. Because I'm hearing all the media outlets going, the Cardinals are going to surprise everybody. The Cardinals are going to surprise everybody. I kind of just want nobody to talk about the Cardinals.
Because if you can talk about them, they suck. It's like a big
You know what I
letdown.
mean? It's just like let them do it because now everybody keeps going. Kyler Murray's gonna be dark horse for MVP. We got D Hop now, like it's different, and I'm like, just let us chill, let us be out in the desert. Like we gonna do our thing when it presents it. Just
Yeah.
just keep quiet, keep quiet.
All right, brother. I really appreciate you coming on, talking some sports, and of course, your great up and coming career in the music industry. I'm always on your side. I'm a big fan of yours, and I want you to continue doing great shit. 'Cause one day together, we'll both be fucking big. I have a feeling, and we're gonna
Yeah,
fucking kill it.
likewise, bro. Everything you said is totally reciprocal, bro. Without a doubt.
All right, dude. Thanks for coming on, and hopefully we can talk soon.
All right, my G. Peace.